Hey y'all. I am feeling immensely deeply. So I wanted to open this podcast with saying that I am feeling immensely deeply. So I'm feeling so much. I just want the ancestral forces to introduce themselves and to speak. And they said, no, Ashley, do your intro. Please and kindly do your podcast intro and we will definitely convene. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am remembering, just like you, like all of us, all beings, all things, growing into greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of our limitless infinite nature and galactic celestial oneness, unity, Christ consciousness, of the remembrance that we're one in our infinite differences, our infinite variances, our infinite dimensions of contrast, our infinite choices, which grow and evolve our infinite dimensions, our infinite specificities and contributions that are our soul's frequency or our contrast or the makings of us or the manifestation of you, the energy that manifests yourself or your neighbor, your mother, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your friends, myself. Within the podcast, I channel energies and messages from divine evolution or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahma, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahma, the Most High, to assist us as we awaken in the masses. Kingdom Things podcast with myself, Ashley-Nicole Phillips, is a timeless catalog available to stream on Spotify as well as YouTube. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Like, share, hit the notification bell. Follow as well as share if you're watching on Spotify to assist with proliferating the Kingdom Things podcast with myself, Ashley-Nicole Phillips' journey to greater conscious awareness, other members that we're one in each other, one in divine evolution, one in cosmic and beyond orchestration. I want to reference a Kingdom Things podcast installment. It's below in the reference content, the description of this video. Humans ashamed of being human, plus the galactic creation. Give me a second, y'all. Let me grab my pen and paper. Humans ashamed of being human, plus the galactic creation. The title of this Kingdom Things podcast. Convening Part 2. A shift. As we are incessantly, infinitely shifting all of our existence, all of our divine evolution. All of our existence, all of our divine evolution being infinite in its nature, its existential fundamental nature, and the dimensions of ourselves in which we have conscious awareness of, or which we consciously glean, are just that dimensions of our infinite nature. And the dimensions in which we perceive of our infinite nature, being through our senses, our touch, taste, sight, smell, hearing, and our other multidimensional senses that are infinite in and of themselves, the psychic abilities, synesthesia, shamanism, extrasensory perception, just to name a few of the ways how we can sense and experience our infinite nature, our existence. This Kingdom Things podcast titled A Convening Part 2. Part 2. A shift. As we are infinitely shifting, we'll be channeling Tahuti, coming through as Tahuti, as well as a member, a commander, a general within the Galactic Federation of Light. We'll be channeling Rabbi Yeshua, most commonly known as Jesus Christ. He wants to be called Jesus Christ in this transmission. We are channeling Rabbi Yeshua, as well as Jesus Christ. Rabbi, I said that was I'm going to link below Kingdom Things podcast playlist, Sermons with Rabbi Yeshua. If you're watching on Spotify, this link, which is in the description of this video under the reference content, it's going to take you over to the Kingdom Things podcast catalog within YouTube for the Sermons with Rabbi Yeshua YouTube playlist, Kingdom Things podcast catalog. These are the channelings that I've co-created co-conducted with Rabbi Yeshua, or Jesus Christ. And again, reference below in the reference content, humans ashamed of being human, plus the galactic creation. I channeled within this installment how we perceive or experience ourselves through cosmic creation as celestial beings or biological beings on a planetary body within a solar system, within a galaxy, within a universe, or cosmic galactic creation is but an iota dimension of our infinite potentials, of our infinite limitless nature. And again, the way we experience our infinite limitless nature as biological celestial beings on a planetary body, which is really a realm of infinite dimensions, and we perceive it or project our biological celestial being existence on a planet, within a solar system, within a galaxy, within a universe, as a projection of the energies to experience conscious awareness of our infinite nature as a being on a planet, within a solar system, within a galaxy, within a universe, which is truly infinite energies. And the way we perceive reality or project reality, it's our contributions to the evolution of all things. Or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, and the infinite dimensions beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Our experience, the way we experience ourselves, the way we grow and evolve, and we have an inquisitive disposition about our existence, grows and evolves our energy to assist with growing and evolving all things, or the infinite dimensions within and as and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Call to action. Sit with yourself every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self. Thank you. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Call to action. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self. What is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness, as well as greater conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials? Wait for the answers, because they will come. Your lingo with the universes, God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond, or yourself, is most likely unique to you. This lingo is most likely unique to you. More the more, validate yourself in your knowings when you get the answers, when you ask the question to yourself, your soul, your inner space, the oneness of all things, infinite limitless potentials, the infinite dimensions within and beyond, infinite limitless potentials. What is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness and conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials, to be my authentic frequency or contribution or perspective, to assist with the evolution of all things, growing and evolving perspective, because we were always only created to grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment of my limitless potential, our limitless potentials. It's exactly what this transmission is about. A maturated, grown understanding of our existential fundamental nature as galactic beings, celestial beings of cosmic creation. Cosmic creation, again, being a dimension iota of God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Link below again in the reference content, humans ashamed of being human, plus galactic creation. And then we have the sermons with Rabbi Yeshua. Rabbi said, Jesus said, hey, you're channeling both energetic perspectives, embodiments. Jesus Christ, how Rabbi Yeshua's existence, name, likeness, was utilized and wielded post-transcendence as a part of the game, that is a game board of a human culture, planet Earth, ascending at the time of Rabbi Yeshua's transcendence as a full game board. There were timelines of reality where human beings of planet Earth had not yet ascended or remembered as a collective, as a whole, that we are universal orchestration, manifested as the illusion of finite or dimensionality, to experience ourselves, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, in its infinite dimensions, in order to assist with the growth and the evolution of God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. We have this perspective, Jesus Christ, how Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus' likeness was used after he transcended by the Romans, the Catholic Church. And then we have the aspect of Jesus Christ, or Rabbi Yeshua. Rabbi Yeshua said, hey, Ashley, reintroduce me to the world as Rabbi Yeshua. So I want y'all to remember that I was a Jewish priest, high priest. I am. Rabbi Yeshua is a 6+ dimensional being. He exists outside of the paradigms of this synaptical understanding of who we are, or this game board that has been drafted to assist with the evolution of the energy of galactic and beyond creation. This game board that had rules that, irregardless of the fact that this reality is infinitely lucid, infinitely malleable, we weren't able to be disturbed in our illusion of separation from cosmic creation, separation from the divine and the masses. Outrightly, we weren't able to be disturbed as we are working through the energies in which which appealed to us in the way that we didn't peel back our own inner spaces to remember that we are infinite. Once we ran inside of ourselves and assisted with activating our collective into the remembrance that we were limitless, these rules no longer apply. Like the rule, being guided to say it, the ancestral forces, Tahuti said, go ahead and say it, the illusion of free will. The ancestral force, Tahuti, we'll delve deeper into that. He'll get into that when he channels through the illusion of free will. So we're channeling Rabbi Yeshua today, as well as Jesus Christ. Rabbi Yeshua being a member of the Galactic Federation of Light. Jesus Christ being a member of the Galactic Federation of Light. Ashley is channeling right now. All of her content is channeling. Why is Jesus Christ also a member of the Galactic Federation of Light, Ashley? In order for us to rise and to remember, we had to forgive ourselves. Forgive the manifestation of our energy. Our one energy manifested in infinite ways, that manifested a destitution, that manifested a rabbi's name being used to enslave the masses under the illusion that this rabbi is the Lord. When this rabbi was a manifestation of our one imbalanced energy, that we exist in these incarnations and on this galactic game board, this galactic realm as a galactic experience, to balance out this galactic energy, to assist with the evolution and upliftment of Shekinah, of all things, infinite potentials within all things, infinite potentials beyond all things. We had to forgive ourselves. And understand that everything we perceive, everything we encounter, whether it's in a book, or we see it with our own eyes, we touch it with our own hands, we taste it with our own mouth, all is reality. And dimensions of reality in which we perceive and convene with, as we perceive and convene with to be our attributions, our contributions to the evolution of all things. All things are Shekinah. You're welcome. Thank you, Rabbi. All of us are members of the Galactic Federation of Light, including Jesus Christ, Tahuti, Rabbi Yeshua, because we are galactic beings and beyond of galactic creation. Conscious galactic colonies of galactic creation that strive and be and create and evolve towards greater harmony in our oneness that is vibrant in infinite pigments of dimensionality. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Rabbi. Channeling Tahuti, ancestral forces, as he understands he's one with all beings, all things, all dimensions. And his calcified disposition as manifesting as a teacher, a lord, a god of magic, a god of math, a god of science. He owns which is, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I channel my divine inheritance, or the words that were seated in my soul space, to channel the frequencies that were channeled, the frequencies and words that are words seated in my soul space to channel. In the podcast, Healing Through the Inner Space, Heal the True Seeking God Within, and then channeling the healing frequencies and wisdoms and incantations into the podcast to assist us as we all awaken and arise into greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials. Yes. The ancestral force Tahuti, he owns how he's manifested in our domain of divine evolution, where he's seen as a esoteric teacher, God, master of magic, sciences, maths. And I've been convening through the inner space, and you'll see it in the channel in the podcast. And I convene through the inner space where I channel a lot of ancestral forces from galactic creation and beyond. And they've been help working through our energy. And they're like, yes, tell your story, own who you are, but also understand that in our dimensionality of creation called the galaxies, the cosmos, which is that dimension iota of divine evolution, we're syncopating and awakening in a baby and brand new and fresh in divine evolution, in a way that all beings of galactic creation, all dimensions of galactic creation are a new responding of Shekinah, and we're coalescing or learning and growing about who we are. So respect to who the ancestral force is confident about wielding who he is, who he knows himself to be in the soul space. And I've been working through being able to be confident in who I am, who I know myself to be in the soul space, who I'm channeling and learning myself to be from the soul space, but also holding an inquisitive disposition, understanding that I'm always in a classroom of divine evolution of the soul, to learn into greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment, experience beingness of the soul or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, or the self, or the infinite dimensions beyond and within. That was the message from the far beyond, a great beyond, ancestral forces from beyond the galaxies. Tuning in, tapping in. Thank you. Thank you. Healing. We're healing together. We're healing together. We're healing together. The ancestral forces like, Ashley, it's a game. You're playing a game. You remember it, it's a game. Y'all remember it's a game. Forgive yourself. Yourselves. Truly the self, one in infinite dimensions. I've been channeling all through the podcast to assist with making wellness in our energy, our humanity, our planet. And atoning, or facing the fact that everything we perceive in our reality, it's one with us. And be grateful that anything that we're perceiving in our reality, be grateful we didn't have a front row seat in that manifestation. If it's something that we don't want to, we don't consciously want to experience. But understand that we did co-create, manifest through our energy, this experience. The soul, the ancestral forces, far beyond all types of ancestors. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourselves. We were projected into this reality to sort out imbalances of our past self, our future selves. We projected into this reality to sort out imbalances of our future selves. Sort out the imbalances that are now our past selves, and we are now anew. We are now wellness. We are now the future in the present moment. That's why all this stuff in our reality is coming to the light now. The button has been pressed by timekeeper forces in which we're one with to manifest and be as the wellness and balance and limitless infinite potentials and evolution in which we've always been. I'm gonna reference some Kingdom Things podcast installments below. I want to be honest, but I also gotta conduct this podcast because, like, as I speak, there's all these podcasts like, you channeled this, you understand this, you channeled it, so you have the understandings to share, to teach, to assist with sharing with the masses. So we have a convening. These are Kingdom Things podcast installments that are going to be linked, as well as Oneness Connection energetic installments that are going to be linked in the description under the in the video description under the video within the under the reference content section. A convening. I put this one's the shift, growing into greater conscious awareness of how we're always shifting. Part 1. It might just be a convening the shift, but I think it is part 1 because I think I was told beforehand that there's going to be a part 2 actually. So convening the shift, and then we have there's an installment that I channeled. It's like remembering. I can't remember what it's called. I'm just gonna put the installment that I couldn't remember what it was called, where I channeled like frequency. I was just channeling and sharing like of course we show up in infinite ways, but I was just channeling my perspective of how I felt with being awakened to the remembrance that we were projected into this realm as a galactic experience to balance out energies of the cosmos and beyond, to assist with balancing out energies of the cosmos and the beyond. It's a dimension of the infinite dimensions of the makings of us. So it's like remembering. I channel many multidimensional beings. Remembering, I just say channeled future self plus experiment aligned self perspectives. I don't remember exactly what it's like. Remembering is in the title. I'll add a notation: channel future self plus experiment aligned self perspectives, and then we have Atoning with Reality, another Kingdom Things podcast installment titled Atoning with Reality. Atoning with Reality. These are going to be linked below within the reference content. Okay, feeling all of these emotions and atoning what we created, and from I've been channeling. I'm going to link below the Kingdom Things podcast. It's within the YouTube catalog. It's a playlist within the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips YouTube catalog titled Pedophilia Transcended. Pedophilia Transcended. And there's about 4 installments, 4 Kingdom Things podcast installments that are channel transmissions, healing frequencies, ancestral forces to assist us with waking up from the amnesia, from the forgetfulness of our existential fundamental nature, that we are projected into this realm as for fun, as an experiment to balance out energies, as dimensions of divine evolution, simultaneously one with infinite potentials of divine evolution, dimensions of the cosmos, simultaneously one with the cosmos. Here, it manifested in this realm to assist with sorting out imbalances, to be our future, to manifest as our future self in the present moment, to awaken and arise, to spawn and blossom as contributing conscious galactic celestial beings of cosmic creation, conscious celestial colony, a galactic creation to live and be and exist as conscious beings of the cosmos, with the cosmos being a dimension iota of God, Allah, Shekinah, Perm, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, simultaneously one with God, Allah, Shekinah, Perm, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. The soul was like, we had to keep y'all asleep. Ancestral forces, like, we had to keep y'all asleep so y'all keep on balancing on these energies. Y'all wouldn't wake up and remember, hold up, I'm in this realm. I don't want to do this no more. Like, these energies are that bad. I don't like this experience. There's some weird shit manifested here. I do not want to do. So we didn't wake up and be like this in the masses. A lot of people do wake up and be like, shit. You know, so we didn't wake up and do this like this in the masses. We were kept under amnesiatic fog. I channel praying mantis beings and other dimensions from the far, far beyond. I'm going to link this installment below. It's within the Kingdom Things podcast catalog, as well as the Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment catalog. They are my sister brother podcast. Far, far beyond. And then I channeled from the far, far beyond. And then we channel so the far, far beyond was like, hey, like, we're timekeeper beings, timekeeper dimensions, the Far Beyond Council. I channeled the Far Beyond Council within a Kingdom Things podcast. Well, it's originally a transmission channel for Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. It's also has been used as actually last week's. Time and space are relative, so you might be watching this like well beyond the last week. But it was last week's Kingdom Things podcast installment offering Vanity Debunked. No longer identifying as celestial traumas. And all of my content is channeled, right? From the soul space, I'm guided and taught by the soul. And so many infinite dimensions and ancestral forces. Sometimes they give a name. Sometimes like, hey, Ashley, we so outside of y'all's conscious awareness of divine evolution or God, Allah, Shekinah, Perm, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. So just call us the Far Beyond Council. Just call us this. Just call us that. So, and everything is soul guided, future self guided. So I including the titles. I channel Vanity Debunked. No longer identifying as celestial trauma. It's understanding our vanity, being superficial and vain, and so focused on what we look like, what things look like versus the substance of what things truly are, and our infinite perspectives and dimensions was a manifestation of celestial traumas, or not wanting to meet ourselves with the inner space to be activated into our infinite dimensions of sentience, greater activated into our infinite dimensions of sentience to sense beyond the physical or sense beyond touch, taste, sight, smell, hearing. We're no longer identifying as celestial trauma. We deep dive in our inner space to activate our multidimensionality, our synesthesia, our ESP. Our channeling, our mediumship, our psychic abilities to perceive beyond touch, taste, sight, smell, hearing. To understand the wisdoms or the lessons or the substance of what it is how it is that we manifest and what it is that we experience and how we experience ourselves or the infinite dimensions or God, Allah, Shekinah, Perm, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, as we are a manifestation, as we channeled earlier. Channel often, we are a manifestations of the energies that are one with, simultaneously perspectives or dimensions. At every moment of our existence, we're only perceiving an iota, a minute dimension of our infinite totality. We're a manifestation of God, Allah, Shekinah, Perm, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, experiencing God, Allah, Shekinah, Perm, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, to assist with the upliftment and rejuvenation and greater conscious awareness of the infinite dimensionality of God, Allah, and our unity. That is God, Allah, Shekinah, Perm, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, infinite dimensions as and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Perm, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Now in this installment, Vanity Debunked, no longer identifying as celestial trauma, the allegations in which I channel, which are put on by the soul space to help release, free our soul from dimensions of spell casting, which created, or intention setting by beings and dimensions of our realm and beyond, which created the amnesiac, assist with creating amnesiatic fogs of our soul space. The allegations that were channeled to assist with alleviating our soul from this amnesiatic fog, which perpetuated forgetfulness to the fact that we are a dimension of our infinite dimensions, is that we are projected into this reality, this realm, to assist with balancing out energies of galactic creation, to be our future self in the present moment. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, 2033 prophecy. It is here and now, because what time and space are relative. All things are here and now. We're also in an experience where we get to grow and evolve sequentially. By the year 2033 Gregorian calendar, we will be in the masses, galactic celestial beings, infinite energies having a galactic celestial being experience, with the conscious awareness that we are oneness, that we are balance, that we were in an amnesiac fog to the fact that to the remembrance that we've always been wellness, we've always been balance. Spiritual activations, DNA activations do not replace your professional medical advice. With anything you experience or hear within Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, or any of my content, oneness, connection, energetic upliftment, or any other dimensions of my offerings to our evolution, to our remembrance, that we are wellness, that we are balanced, that we are infinite in our unity and the illusion of separation. And we have the illusion of separation to appreciate our unity even more, to garner more wisdoms, to come together and conscious awareness, conscious perspective, perceptions of how we've always only been one. We choose unity, we choose wellness. Highest timeline evolution is universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things, is what I pray. And so shall it be. What we pray, and so shall it be. 2033, no death, no disease, no war, no ephemeral world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Dimensions of an awakened colony of the cosmos. Infinite energies manifested as celestial beings within the cosmic creation, to live, be, exist, to grow and evolve our life, our existence, to contribute the wisdoms in which we perceive and which we glean from our existence, or the frequencies of wellness and balance to assist with uplifting and regenerating and growing into greater conscious awareness of our infinite limitless potentials that is God, the infinite dimensions that is God, Allah, Shekinah, Parm, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, as well as the infinite dimensions beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Parm, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Vanity debunked, no longer identifying as celestial trauma. I channeled from the soul space, from many dimensions of galactic creation and beyond, insight that we need as a colony, as a culture, as a species, as an energy, to help alleviate our spirit, our soul. They are allegations that are intended to assist with our divine evolution, to greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment, that we are limitless, that we are wellness, that we are balance. Vanity debunked, no longer identifying as celestial traumas, linked below. So I've been healing through the inner space, and these allegations, as well as channeling through the inner space and convening with the soul space, with ancestral forces, galactic and beyond, to grow and evolve and sort out our energy into the wisdoms and the wellness in which we've always only truly been, wisdoms and wellness that was figured or evolved into or created through the experience of pedophilia. Dimensions of how this wisdom, these frequencies of that we call unconditional love, or the remembrance that we are wellness, we are balanced, we are limitless potentials. This remembrance of our wellness, our balance, our limitless potentials, our unity, had to be figured through whatever experiences manifested, through however we showed up, not to stay complacent in these experiences in which manifested, not to be complacent in how we showed up, but to be the wisdoms from how our experiences manifested, to be the wisdoms from how we manifested and showed up. We're also going to channel Ancestral Force Maha Avatar Babaji in this installment. Yes, you're welcome. Babaji. Thank you, Maha Avatar Babaji, Hindu Guru. Thank you for coming. And he taught me, I'm gonna link the installment below. I was in prayer meditation for a few days, and consciously I was convening with Maha Avatar Babaji. The installment is titled I was guided to name it Upanishad, but then I was guided to name it something else. I don't know what it's actually called, but I'll notate it next to this installment, Upanishad. It is a Kingdom Things podcast, audio style, so I'm living my life, and I'm healing, I'm growing, I channel into my voice memos, these channel frequencies and energies, and I stitch them together, and that's the audio style Kingdom Things podcast installments. That's the Kingdom Things podcast installments. Whatever, and all my content, whatever resonates with your soul and spirit, great. Whatever doesn't, you don't have to align with it at this time. So I was sitting with Maha Avatar Babaji for a few days, consciously healing with them, with Ancestor Guru Maha Avatar Babaji. He said through the synesthesia, through the inner space, inner outer space, to the soul space. He said, Ashley, Upanishad, which is Sanskrit for sit near and learn from your experience, the highs, the lows, the dark, the light, be the wisdoms from it. Link below, description, reference content. So pedophilia being something that we had to experience, and how do we awaken from our amnesia? We atone. Pedophilia is a dimension of our reality in which we loathe, we cast shame on, we don't like it. That's our conscious mind. But what did we channel earlier? Everything in our reality is a manifestation of our own energy. How do we awaken to be the wisdoms from our own energy? We atone, we face it, we say, shit, that's one with me. Even though it wasn't my conscious front row seat experience, that's one with me. And understanding that our past, present, future manifest in ways for us to atone with ourselves, so that we no longer perpetuate pedophilia or death, disease, war, famine, poverty, or imbalance, or forgetfulness to the fact that we are wellness, we are balanced. The galactic ancestors say y'all have to own it. Own yourself, own the projections of your energy or the manifestations of your reality through prayer, meditation. Hey, so what is this trying to teach me about the self? And be the wisdoms that you glean from your soul classroom through your inner space, inner outer space, to manifest wellness and balance. So I'm doing the healing through the inner space. And the allegations and vanity debunked, no longer identifying as celestial traumas. The allegations that were channeled, allegations, allegedly. I've been atoning with these. Because I was creating a sense of separation between myself and these allegations. In a way that perpetuated a self-war or imbalances of the inner space, instead of allowing myself to be the wisdoms from the experience. I grew up watching like Locked Up on A&E. I never want to be locked up. So I experienced jail through watching it on TV. I don't want to go to jail. Prison culture. Pedophiles. They're called chomos, which is they call it chomos. They keep the chomos over there. And this energy is steeped deep in our DNA, which kept us calcified and separated on the inside. Why? Because everything in our reality is a manifestation of our own energy. In order to be the wisdoms from our own energy, we have to atone and see our oneness with these energies. And be the wisdoms. Choose to be the wisdoms. Choose to be forgiving. to be the wisdoms. Awakening and rising to remembrance that we're projected into this reality by multidimensional beings, galactic beings. That's a dimension of our infinite dimensions, galactic experience projected into this reality. Linked installments below where I channeled about this. I've grown into remembrance of this, and I'm remembered. We are remembered. And Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus Christ, Tahuti, Maha Abijah Babaji are coming through to say congratulations and to say whatever else they need to say. Okay? The fact that we are remembered, remembering. I just wanted to be honest because my soul and heart felt heavy. I know we're healing. I'm feeling. I also wanted to say what I needed to say because Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus Christ said, anytime you feel in your heart space to say something, actually say it because you need to hear it and somebody else needs to hear it. Another dimension that I've been facing and atoning with is the fact that being a projection to this reality, I could create all of the illusions of separation to evade accountability. I have had an abortion. I got an abortion in 2016. Granted, I was guided through the inner space, through the soul space I was told, hey, Ashley, you're going to get pregnant, but we need you to get an abortion. Well before I got pregnant. And the momentum of my existence, my life, this manifestation was moving so quickly that I couldn't stop it. It felt like I couldn't stop it. I was unconsciously operating through these energies. I still had conscious awareness, but I was being operated through unconsciously through these energies. I was consciously aware of what was going to happen, but I didn't have the faculties to stop it. I was just animating. Got an abortion in the year 2016. Hey, Ashley, the industry, hey, Ashley. Message, hey, Ashley, you're going to get pregnant, but we need you to get an abortion. I was so unconscious that I couldn't fight back. I couldn't be like, what? No, like, I don't want to do this. I'd lock myself in a room with a chastity belt. If I did that, we would not be here. Full circle moment, I catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening journey. Start healing through the inner space in a deeper way where I could hear more consciously the soul space, ancestral forces. Like, hey, Ashley, we needed 2016 to happen to garner spiritual growth and energies and send you inward to catalyze you into a spiritual awakening journey so you could wake up and assist with awakening this colony. To remembrance that you are projected into this realm, to remember that you're limitless, to awaken and rise, to be a conscious contribution, infinite energies manifested as galactic celestial beings of the cosmos, to be a conscious contribution to galactic creation, to assist with uplifting and regenerating and remembering our oneness and God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I'm going to link an installment in which I channel below, in which I share the story. Galactic Federation is in the title, as well as sensitive content. I share about my abortion and the downloads in which I got, the healing in which I got from the soul space. Galactic Federation as well as sensitive content is in the title. So I've been healing in the spirit, and there's been ancestral forces that are like, actually, that was suicidal. That was suicide. Getting an abortion, that was suicide. I was like, whoa. Suicide meaning like the energy that what goes around comes around. And we have so many thought patterns in our realm. And it's not an omnipotent truth, but there's so many thought patterns in our realm demonizing abortion. There's so many thought patterns in our realm demonizing anything. Anything you perceive, there's a thought pattern somewhere that's demonizing everything. And then I had to tone with the fact that I sunk so low in moral parameters that I energetically and otherwise could go through with it, manifested and went through with it, like having an abortion. And then facing the many dimensions of why this abortion had to happen, got to happen. How nothing is null or void in purpose and circumstance. How my abortion manifested another being that's incarnated today, and I have gratitude. And so abundant and powerful. We needed 2016 to happen to garner spiritual growth and energies and send you inward to catalyze you into a spiritual awakening journey, so you could wake up and assist with awakening this colony. To remembrance that you are projected into this realm, to remember that you're limitless, to awaken and rise, to be a conscious contribution. Infinite energies manifested as galactic celestial beings of the cosmos, to be a conscious contribution to galactic creation, to assist with uplifting and regenerating and remembering our oneness and God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I'm going to link an installment in which I channel below, in which I share the story. The Galactic Federation is in the title, as well as sensitive content. I share about my abortion and the downloads in which I got, the healing in which I got from the soul space. Galactic Federation, as well as sensitive content, is in the title. So I've been healing in the spirit, and there's been ancestral forces that are like, actually, that was suicidal. That was suicide. Getting an abortion, that was suicide. I was like, whoa. Suicide meaning like the energy that what goes around comes around. And we have so many thought patterns in our realm. And it's not an omnipotent truth, but there's so many thought patterns in our realm demonizing abortion. There's so many thought patterns in our realm demonizing anything. Anything you perceive, there's a thought pattern somewhere that's demonizing everything. And then I had to tone with the fact that I sunk so low in moral parameters that I energetically and otherwise could go through with it, manifested and went through with it, like having an abortion. And then facing the many dimensions of why this abortion had to happen, got to happen, how nothing is null or void in purpose and circumstance, how my abortion manifested another being that's incarnated today, and I have gratitude. And so abundant and powerful to be able to perceive this. And then yesterday and this morning, where I was atoning, like, hey, reality is omnipotent. So this being in which you aborted in that timeline, they exist as well. And I actually had a multidimensional synesthesia communing. Short-lived. I perceive how I get to heal. I get to rise. And forgive myself. To not be so calcified and afraid to face the being in which I aborted. They came to me and they said, hey, Mom. And I said, I'm sorry for what I did. They said, they forgive. She forgives. You're welcome. Thank you. So I didn't want to just share these allegations. Love and wellness. I get to heal. I get to let this marinate. I didn't want to share these allegations. Vanity debunked. Well, I shared them, but then I was guided to. Then I was creating illusionary separation. So I felt like I wasn't doing my due diligence. Like I'm not really. I could heal more. I could be more honest to help us heal, to help us face ourselves. Whatever you've experienced as infinite dimensions projected and manifested in this reality, to assist with balancing energies, to assist with uplifting the cosmos and all of God's creation. Forgive yourself. Let's forgive ourselves to be the wisdoms, the divine awareness, consciousness, infinite energies having a galactic celestial experience. To just uplifting all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the journey of consciousness being just that, a journey, an infinite journey, where we grow into greater dimensions, greater faculties of our infinite dimensions, our limitless nature. So I've gone into greater conscious awareness, how we're projected into this reality. And soon it's going to be a mass disclosure We're already awakening through the inner space. We're having a mass awakening through the inner space. It's a journey, not a race. And then a disclosure to our masses, who we are. Confirming who we are. Infinite energy is having a galactic experience of the cosmos to assist the evolution of cosmic creation, to assist the evolution of all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Infinite dimensions within, as, and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. In order to do this, to awaken, it's already done. But in order to allow us to do this in peace, we have to forgive ourselves, each other. We have to forgive. Because in other dimensions, we're not doing the shit that we're doing here. But we had to do the shit that we did here in order to be our dimension, ourselves in the other dimensions. Or in order to contribute to the evolution of all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, we had to be who we are. We have to be who we are in every moment to assist with the upliftment of all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I'm gonna link below an installment in which I channeled beings from the far, far beyond. They're not the other beings. Or the beings from the great beyond. They're not these other beings that I channeled in that the far beyond council, or the far, far beyond. This is a different great beyond. I channeled the amphibian beings. It's a Kingdom Things podcast installment. Yes. Before I forget, let me also being guided to reference. It's a oneness connection energetic upliftment installment, where I channel Rabbi Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, Isis, Osiris, and I believe I channel the bunnies of the great beyond. I think I also channel the bunnies of the great beyond. They're the channeling. I think I channel the bunnies of the great beyond. I channeled the bunnies of the great beyond as well, I believe. Yeah, I think we did. Because I'm supposed to channel the bunnies of the great beyond within the Kingdom Things podcast catalog as well. I wasn't supposed to, I consciously didn't think I was going to actively channel the bunnies of the great beyond. And y'all go watch the podcast. It's really beautiful and vibrant and uplifting. The bunnies of the great beyond, Mary Magdalene, as well as Rabbi Yeshua, channel also Isis and Osiris. In this installment, I'm being guided to reference it. So this is linked below in the reference content. It's a lot of really ancestral forces speaking a lot of great wisdoms and healing frequencies. To help us forgive ourselves and understand the magnitude of our existence, and understand the magnitude of our existence in a way that we contribute to the evolution of all things. And the way that we show up in every moment assists with the evolution of all things, and it's intentional, regardless of how we show up, to forgive ourselves. So I channeled the amphibian beings. When I start talking like that, sometimes I feel like I'm manifesting a timeline where I do some stuff that I'm like, what the, transcend that. And I said that to say, one time I was asked to go outside. I went outside, and these ancestral forces are like, Ashley, you have to play the bad guy. Like, you have to. I said, no, I don't. I said, no. I said, reality is limitless. Let me heal up through my inner space. And like, I said, no, I don't. Yo, like, no, I don't. Okay. So every time I start talking like that, I'm like, ooh, I do not want to start manifesting a timeline where, baby, we war in a fight, and baby, I can like consciously contributing to that stuff. No, thank you. No, I don't. Transcend that. You're welcome. Thank you. The bunnies of the great beyond. You're welcome. Thank you. The bunnies of the great beyond. I'm being guided to reference that Mary Magdalene, Rabbi Yeshua, Isis, Osiris, the bunnies of the great beyond, really great wisdoms. Also referencing amphibian beings plus the far beyond. Beings of the far beyond, they're like, y'all are the great below. The beings of the beings of the great beyond are like, y'all are the great below. Saying that to say everything that we experience, it's like dense, it's upsetting, it's everything we experience it creates, it's a projection of infinite other dimensions, creates our existence. And then everything we experience assists with the evolution and wisdom casting and wisdom developing and energy balancing of all things. Or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Now, I did channel a few perspectives. I'm linking these installments below. I channeled the Lyran Kingdom. Lyran beings resurrect. They said, now this is a dimension of our infinite dimensions of how we were created, how we manifest in existence. The Lyran Kingdom, they're like, y'all are projection. This is a dimension of y'all's existence. We projected y'all into reality in many parts or fragmentation to see our energy, to put our energy under a microscope. And this is a common happening in the galaxies, the cosmos, because the Pleiadians also channeled this to me as well. I'm going to link this installment below, these installments below. They're titled, and then the stars align, part 1, part 2. So Lyran Kingdom, resurrect. Lyran Kingdom, resurrect, and then the stars align. And this is line part 1, part 2. So galactic ancestral forces, like we put y'all under magnets. That's how we grow and evolve our energy, heal our energy. We fragment ourselves off, like spiritually and through technological modalities, to see ourselves, perceive ourselves in many parts or greater dimensions, to garner wisdoms from our existence. That's dimensions of the infinite dimensions these are dimensions of the infinite dimensions of how we came into creation. Lyran Kingdom was like, hey, Lyran beings were like, hey, and Lyran Kingdom resurrect. They're like, hey, yes, this is true, but y'all no longer have to mirror back imbalances to us. The celestial bodies, the divines, like, y'all no longer have to mirror back imbalances. Be the wisdoms from your experience to mirror back wellness and balance, unconditional love, no death, no disease, no war, no ephemeral peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. I'm working on unconditional love because we got to be honest. We've been so conditional. Why? Because vanity debunked. No longer identifying as a celestial trauma, we became superficial, what things look like or how we perceive things through our touch, taste, sight, smell, hearing. Where if we don't like the way it feels or it smells or it tastes or the way we perceive, if we don't like the way we perceive things, we reject it or run and hide or deny it, denounce things, transcend it. Let's be the wisdoms from our experience. Be unconditionally loving, or show ourselves that we accept ourselves, and even if we don't like the way we perceive ourselves, we're able to atone with ourselves and be the wisdoms from how we experience ourselves or how we atone with ourselves, being unconditionally loving. Dimensions of being unconditionally loving. Yes. Channeling. Yes. Okay. Yes. So, the divine acclamation of all things, or God allows Shekinah Prime Source Hashem Brahm the Most High, say, y'all no longer have to mirror back and balances to us. Y'all be the wellness from y'all's experience. I'm going to link below a Kingdom Things podcast installment. Being wisdoms from the chaos. I channel Theodore Roosevelt. Sir President Theodore Roosevelt, Martin Luther King Jr., as well as Dr. Coretta Scott King. Mrs. Coretta Scott King. Being Wisdoms from the Chaos, Ancestors Channel, Kingdom Things Podcast installment link below. At the same time, I get to be wisdoms. At the same, like earlier, I got upset. For great reason, for good reason. Like it wasn't unprovoked. And the soul space, like, hey, Ashley, you're very conditional about your love. I said, I perceive. I want to be the wisdom. I want to be the wellness. I'll be honest. Let me atone. And let me be the wisdoms from this experience so I can grow and evolve to greater conscious awareness of how I've always only been unconditional love. And we're experiencing dimensions in which of conditionality, in which we no longer have to mirror back, be the wisdoms from our conditions, from our fragmentations, from our chaos, to be the wellness. No death, no disease, no war, no ephemeral peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, future selves in the present moment. Raising our vibrations to manifest as our future selves in the present moment. The future selves in which projected us into this galactic experiment, to put ourselves under a microscope, to heal our frequencies so that we raise in vibration to be our future selves in the present moment. I'm going to sit back and we're going to channel the ancestral force, Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus Christ, Tahuti, Maha Avatar, Babaji. Thank you, Ashley, for allowing me in your space. Yes, 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 yes. My high avatar Babaji here to share wisdoms, to share hope, to share love, to share experience, to share frequencies of wellness so that you remember that you are humanity, and humanity comes in infinite dimensions which never intended to stay calcified in a state where you only perceived yourselves in dimensions in which touch, taste, sight, smell, hearing could grasp, but you are dimensions in which synesthesia, unidentified understandings of who you are is who you are. Projected as experience, as story. Ashley, humanity. Thank you, Maha Avatar Babaji. Thank you. I was like, that accent was interesting. Maha Avatar Babaji said I enjoyed it. Ashley, okay, cool. I'm glad. I love it. Before, thank you, Maha Avatar Babaji. Yes. Before, what I would do, like, I would get nervous. I'll be nervous, like, because that does not sound like Maha Avatar Babaji. I've channeled Maha Avatar Babaji before, and I'm going to link the installment below. I channel a lot of ancestral gurus. Maha Avatar Babaji, Guru Lahiri Asiyah, Guru Paramahansa Yogananda, Guru Swami Shri Yukteswar, Guru Krishna. I'm going to link the installment below. Don't remember what it's titled because I changed the title and I've done this before. The old title was, I'm just going to put Hindu Gurus, and I'm going to link this installment below. I notated Hindu Gurus channel. So before, when I would channel ancestral forces, I would be like, and that, baby, that didn't sound like how I channeled Maha Avatar Babaji last time. But I felt like I was like, this is Maha Avatar. Like I felt it in my spirit. Like I just knew synesthesia. I just knew, and I trusted it. And I got done channeling because I thought I was gonna channel Rabbi first, Rabbi Yeshua, and it was like, no, Maha Avatar Babaji. I just had to understand Maha Avatar. So I was like, okay, Maha Avatar Babaji. And then I got done channeling. I was like, that's interesting. In Maha Avatar Babaji, I was like the accents and stuff, the way it sounded. Way we sounded, and my Avatar Babaji is like, actually, I enjoyed it. It's fine. I enjoyed manifesting, as you channeling through your podcast. When I know I'm, we just experienced the frequencies that are Maha Avatar Babaji. I'm channeling as Ashley on her podcast, and have an accent as a Rabbi Yeshua. Am I a Southern American being? It was a mixture. Enjoyed it, Ashley. Thank you. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Maha Avatar Babaji. Thank you. Love and wellness. Thank you. Wow. Beautiful. You're welcome. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Ancestral Force. Tahuti, here in space and place. And frames, Ashley is getting a bit nauseous as these frequencies are curated to heal, curated to assist with remembering humanity to the fact that you are celestial beings, contributions of the cosmos, yes. Infinite, yes. Remembering, yes. This is all Ashley. Thank you. Thank you, Tahuti. Thank you, Ancestral Force Tahuti. Thank you, Ancestral Force Tahuti. Thank you, Ancestral Force Tahuti. Y'all. Thank you, Ancestral Force Tahuti. I'm going to put a picture right here. Y'all looking at it. I'm not going to forget. Hour and 2 minutes. I'm going to show y'all my experience. I know we all have deep relationships with all the ancestors because we're one with all the ancestors. Right? Tahuti picture. Y'all. So I stated and incantated. The Tahuti ancestral force has been helping me through my rising and awakening. Remember who I am, who we are, humanity and divine evolution, and cosmic orchestration and beyond. Through prayer, meditation, synesthesia. And I incantated in a podcast, I'll link it below. It's called The Origins of the Divine Human Are Now. It's a Kingdom Things podcast installment. Link it below in the reference content. Origins of the divine human are now. And I had the audacity. I'm gonna forgive myself. Origins of the divine human are now. I had goal. I'm just kidding. that's what Tahuti wants me to say. You had goal, audacity, baby. I'll be in your baby. I took you to Tahuti's like, I took you to halls of a mentee, baby. Got you a regenerative bath in your meditative state. Surely did. And that was a great experience. I was in the shower at night a few years ago. I talked about it in one of the podcasts. It's audio style. I think it's 144 part 1. I'm gonna link below one. It's audio Kingdom Things podcast, audio style, 144 part 1, part 2. I'm being guided. I'm being guided. 144 part 1, part 2. You're welcome. Thank you. 144 part 1, part 2. Yes, and thank you. Whenever we think we're trying to figure something out, we're just getting pings and pongs from spirit to soul space. Like we think we're figuring something out. We're getting ideas. We're thinking. No, we're getting insight from the soul. Pings and pongs from the soul space. Love and bonus. We'll remember we forgive ourselves for any time we thought we was bossing up. And just perpetuating old imbalances of forgetfulness to the fact that we are limitless energies manifested as insert your name to assist with the evolution of all things. So remember that we are one to awaken and arise. So I shared about how I was in a shower one night and I was about to go into meditation a few years ago, and Tahuti came to me. He said, Ashley, go into meditation when you got out of the shower. I was like, surely, yes, sir. And I did, and baby, Tahuti said, halls of the mentee, Ashley, go to meditation when you get out of the shower, you go into meditation. I said, yes, sir. And I did. And my whole body, when I went into meditation, my whole body, it was like a rejuvenative, like, it was like a cellular massage. It felt so good to the soul space. Our soul, our existence is manifested by our soul, our energy. I was like, baby, Tahuti did that. He was remembering me. Hey, Ashley, you're a projection of infinite energies. You're channeling. When you speak, whenever you share these teachings, you're channeling. So obviously I'm channeling. And Tahuti and like infinite ancestors, including Tahuti, have been helping me, teaching me, raising me, remembering me into divine evolution, to co-create the content, to co-create my existence, to co-create humanity's upliftment and remembrance as well. Share this remembrance in the podcast for assistance as we all awaken. And all of my content as we awaken. I said in the origins of the divine human are now, I said I haven't had a tangible teacher during my journey, because the way we perceive tangibility is things that we get touch, taste, smell, hear. Touch, taste, smell, hear, or see. We know through our sciences, we were perceiving a minute dimensions of the light spectrum. Because I was synesthesia experiencing Tahuti loud and clear. All the ancestors I experienced loud and clear. I said that to say Maha Avatar Babaji. Like I would have second guessed whether it was Maha Avatar Babaji because of the accent and stuff, and I've been nervous to share it. But Maha Avatar Babaji is like, no, I'm so grateful I got to experience myself, or at least like in this podcast, everywhere that I am. But like I'm cool. Like you don't have to sound like you. Hindu is your 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th, 9th, 12th language. The ancestors are playing with me. Because when I channeled the Hindu gurus, I was trying to do the accent. It's like, you sound like that's your 12th language. You don't have to sound like that. That like Hindu is your 12th language. You don't have to sound like that, And I incantated in Love and Wellness. I incantated in Origins of the Divine Human Are Now. Origins of the Divine Human Are Now. I incantated that I can't say I didn't have a tangible world teacher. And this picture was on the thumbnail of a video in my YouTube feed. The next day, the first video, this picture. Tahuti said, yes, you do. Learn this. Yeah. Yes, y'all all do. Baby, just cause y'all was seeing a minute dimension of the spectrum. Now y'all, we're all awakening and rising. Yes, you do have a tangible world teacher. Teachers. And healing with Tahuti, the ancestral force. Learning and remembering with Tahuti, the ancestral force. I'm gonna link a playlist below, Tahuti Channelings. Kingdom Things Podcast, Tahuti Channelings. It's gonna take you to the Kingdom Things Podcast catalog on YouTube. I gotta put this together, Tahuti Channelings. You're welcome, likewise, thank you. Thank you. The transmissions with Tahuti in them. Thank you, ancestral force. And then I saw another, like, because I'm awakening, I'm awakening, doing all these transmissions. The catalogs are timeless for Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, as well as Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment, my brother sister podcast, our brother sister podcast. The catalogs are timeless, and I'm cataloging like the Galactic Federation of Light, saying like, y'all are rising, y'all did it, y'all had a slim chance of awakening, but y'all did it. Y'all coming home, be a conscious, limitless energies manifested in infinite ways to be conscious, galactic colony of the cosmos. Getting the inside, the Galactic Federation will be announcing this to the planetary body and the masses in divine timing. Divine timing, divinely timed, celestially aligned, divinely timed. And then I saw a video on YouTube, and the thumbnail was the Galactic Federation of Light boardroom, like a spaceship. You can see like there's like a boardroom table in the window. You can see like the celestial body outside of the window. You know, the video was titled like Galactic Federation of Light, and Tahuti was standing up at the table. I was like, whoa, ancestor. Whoa, ancestor. And I knew this video was in regards to us becoming a conscious, infinite energies, having a conscious, contributing, going to greater conscious awareness of our oneness with all things, celestial beings, energies of the cosmos, galactic experience of the cosmos. And the galactic, understanding all these ancestral forces, we are all members of the Galactic Federation of Light, or beings that exist to assist with the upliftment and unity and conscious awareness of our limitless potentials and our unity of all beings, all things. You're welcome, thank you. Forgiving ourselves, being the wellness, being the wisdoms from our experience. Thank you, Tahuti. Thank you, Tahuti. You're welcome, ancestor. You're welcome, ancestor. You're welcome, ancestors. I'm going to sit back and allow Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus Christ, to do what he wants to provide, offer what he wants to offer. I can tell he's going to do something a little unconventional as he's channeling as Rabbi. He's manifesting through myself as Rabbi Yeshua as well as Jesus Christ. We already have sermons of Rabbi Yeshua below. I did Redemption Part 1. There is a Redemption Part 2. Redemption Part 1, Rabbi Yeshua expressed how he was disgruntled, angry even, in the way that his likeness, his name was used after he transcended. He was like, hey, like divine evolution, like I had to accept it, atone with it, and understand that, however our name is used, we help with that manifestation. What is it trying to teach us about ourselves? Yes, and thank you. I'm going to sit back and allow Rabbi Yeshua, Jesus Christ, to channel to myself. Thank you, Ashley, for having me here. Just playing with you. I wanted her to use a unique, authentic accent to channel me, but I will just go ahead and channel as I normally do, as a guru, as a monk, as a priest, as enlightenment, as divine emissary for the evolution of all things. Do you get this, Ashley? That is enough. We don't have to channel another dimension of who I am, as Jesus Christ, or as Rabbi Yeshua, as you, Ashley, as you, viewer, insert your name. We are one. We are a kaleidoscope of dimensions that are still one. We garner the wisdoms from our kaleidoscope of dimensions to understand our oneness. Greater faculties in greater magnitude. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Rabbi. You're welcome. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, the energies. Ooh, I don't have a wig to snatch off, but that's what it feels like. These energies are big. Like, snatch off these earrings, snatch off my wig. I'm not wearing a wig. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Tahuti. Thank you, Maha Avatar Babaji, Ancestral Forces. Thank you, Ancestral Forces. I'm grateful. And yes, yes, I'm grateful. Thank you for stopping into this Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips installment. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share to help proliferate Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. If you're watching on Spotify, don't forget to follow, hit the notification bell, share to assist with proliferating the timeless catalog that is Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I do share healing frequencies and wisdoms and messages in my music. Ashley-Nicole music is available to stream for free on YouTube, link below. Many genres, many healing frequencies. I'm also an author. I actually channeled the Soul Space, channeled the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel to myself, and it's been a part of my awakening, remembrance, divine evolution, healing light codes, healing frequencies from the future to grow into greater conscious awareness of how we've always been in the future and the present moment. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts, Asiyah's story. Asiyah is coming on the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah. I'm home, we're home. Asiyah is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She's remembering to the fact that wellness, love, abundance comes from within. We manifested it without when we align with the wellness from within. My other half, the third part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, is the book introducing Asiyah's story. One soul manifested as two beings over many lifetimes, analogous to our experience of existence where we're one energy that manifests in infinite ways. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. They will do so. Which love story, under which circumstances, the books are beautiful, abundant, prophetic in the way that we've remembered we are home. And infinite other ways. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is available in the Amazon bookstore. If you're doing digital downloads, there's 3 separate downloads coming on the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm home, and then my other half. $9.99 per download, $29.97 plus tax. For the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel digital download, Amazon bookstore, link below. In the description of this video, links below in the description of this video. If you're doing digital copies mailed to your physical copies mailed to your home, paperback books, the first 2 parts coming on the story of Asiyah, first 2 books coming home the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm home. Asiyah's story comes in one binding, $19.99 plus tax, plus shipping and handling. The third book, my other half, comes in a separate binding, $9.99 plus tax, plus shipping and handling, so $29.98 plus tax. Plus shipping and handling for the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel paperback bindings. Also have the audio style coming on the story of Asiyah, the book coming on the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm home. You're able to experience audio style, which I incantate, I read within the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips catalog on YouTube. Link below in the description of this installment. I also enjoy cooking. I'm a home chef. I'm a home cook. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube for free. Whatever the ancestors tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish, this is what we put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. We also have some mukbang content over there as well, where I eat and speak about whatever the ancestors put on the soul space to speak about, channel about, heal about. Again, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube. Link below in the description of this video. Subscribe. Also have 2 more things. Asiyah's Story, the animated series. Yes, I got to change the intro on it. Asiyah's Story, the animated, to get in divine guidance. Asiyah's Story, the animated series. The multidimensional experiences in which I have conscious awareness of, I channel into the animated series. It does, the inspiration for Asiyah's Story, the animated series, does stem from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. At this time, you are able to stream Asiyah's Story, the animated series on YouTube for free. My author's channel, AP Short Stories on YouTube, which is linked below. And last but not least, I do have a live series called Out of the Box. It's what we're all experiencing in some way, awakening to our infinite nature within the experience of dimensionality or form. It's galactic manifestations of the galactic experience of the galactic dimensions of the cosmos of divine evolution, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Out of the Box is available to stream on my music channel. Go to the playlist section. You'll see Out of the Box, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. I also do Facebook community lives. You can follow my personal Facebook account, as well as all of the Kingdom Things podcast social media accounts for when I go live on designated Fridays and channel about whatever the ancestors put on my soul space to channel about, our soul space to channel about. You can watch all the playbacks of the Facebook Community Live. Sometimes I use the Facebook Community Lives for podcast offerings. For the week of, for Wednesdays, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. Wednesdays, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time offering. Or the Monday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time offering. For Kingdom Things podcast. Sometimes I'll use the Facebook Community Lives. The more you're able to play back all the Facebook Community Lives. Again, we channel wisdoms, ancestral forces, healing frequencies. We get honest, we kiki, we laugh, we joke. I'll play back the Facebook Community Lives within my music catalog, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Go to the playlist section, you'll see the Facebook Community Lives. I love you, loving yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Choose to get that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because that's your embody be. Our limitless potential is your limitless potential is more consciously. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
My mission: to assist with bringing harmony to the reptilian race. Bigger picture? I am creating harmony within self because all is within. Facing myself has been trying. The beautiful part about this whole process, well, all of it is beautiful because all is the divine in evolution. The beautiful part about this process is that I am remembered. Whenever I am feeling out of sorts. Hey, my name is Asiyah, and I am an interdimensional being. I know. I just found out myself. Everything that I thought was my truth was a lie. I chose to continue this life because of the one thing that I know isn't a lie. Love. I drop into my heart space for guidance, love, and support.
Over the years, when you got angry, or rather, you perceived that others were angry, you judged.
Yeah, I did.
You forgot who you are.
You forgot who you are. You are a reptilian.
Not just any reptilian. I am one with you.
It's a part of the creation of who I am, to remember that all is one. To remember who we are, the human being of planet Earth. God created us to be in her image, unconditional love, the mastery of the understanding that all is one, all is within.
Yes, Asiyah. You going within and finding me set the reptilians free. You see, we don't have to run anymore. We ran from divine alignment, out of the complacency and solace we found within self. We ran to maintain our repetitious patterns that manifested within the human being, as we are a part of the makings of the human being as your ego or your personalities.
The reptilian brain makes me want to react by flighting or fighting. Makes me feel like I don't know who I can trust. Makes me feel like I stand alone.
Always remember, Asiyah.
All is one.
And all is within.
Including the reptilians. Alone. I grew up feeling isolated and in pain. Whenever I feel the energies that remind me of this isolation and pain, I'm triggered into my flight or fight response. As you face the reptilian dimensions of yourself, remain heart-centered to elevate this dimension of the self. The projecting of your energy, which caused the disease, war, famine, death, poverty on your planet. It's rooted in the anger. Stay heart-centered and uplift the energies of the anger. Well, yes, the reptilians did procreate this disease called war, anger, famine, poverty, with journeying creation as an autonomous creation within creation. Does this make the reptilian race any less of creation than you, Asiyah?
God wake me up. It's the only time I really miss. Look in the mirror, say you deserve carrots. And don't forget the 3 C's: courage, kindness, and complete autonomy. Kindness doesn't begin with a C, but don't those words feel good to the soul?
My author, Ashley-Nicole. Point exemplified. Your author, Ashley-Nicole, is a mirror of you, just as the reptilian dimension standing in front of you is a mirror of you. All is within. We are one. We choose to grow and evolve through accepting and appreciating how we are one, and to forgive the dissonance or disagreement with how we project our oneness. Forgiving the dissonance with the understanding that how each frequency within the oneness of all things, or infinite creation, or God, expresses the oneness is necessary, even if we don't agree or understand it. Every dimension is necessary. We choose to do what, Asiyah? Learn and grow from the self.
Precisely.
You got it. These powerful energies I'm feeling are my new beginning. When I felt my new beginning initiating, I would be triggered into fight or flight response, which would perpetuate old realities. Groundhog's Day.
You remember. You are ready to step into your humanic position of bringing harmony to all of the universes, all of the galactic creation. And so it is.
We all had subconscious fears, which drove our thirst and desire to be in life, to remember our Creator, to remember why we were created, who we were created by. You see, the evolution of us, the makings of us, is a long-stemming, eternal saga. The reptilian race didn't create war, death, disease, famine, poverty, destitution, but rather they mirrored to creation what we all possessed. What we all possessed. You see, the galactic creation is a long-spanning saga of many tales of war, royalty, enslavement, and the pursuit of freedom. Throughout all space and time, called the galactic creation, we, galactic beings, sought for higher learning, higher understandings of self, with the subconscious of conscious pursuit of defeating our Creator, or reigning supreme over creation. The human being of planet Earth is the first bipedal man made in the image of the Supreme Creator, the Most High White Light Creator Energy. Or the human being of planet Earth is limitless potentials in the form of a bipedal man, in the form of tangible existence. It has been recorded in ancient texts. Whether or not the human being of planet Earth would bring creation to its demise, or whether or not the Most High trusts in itself to create the human being of planet Earth would pay off, would truly bring regeneration and upliftment to all things, all beings, spaces, realms, places, and beyond of infinite creation. We have chosen to remember the humanoid creation of the galaxies has chosen to remember. The human being of planet Earth has chosen to remember. We are the mastery of unconditional love. We are the mastery of compassion and action. We are the remembrance that every dimension of creation is a mirror of self to learn and grow and evolve the self for the upliftment, regeneration, wellness, and balance of all things, all beings, all spaces, places, and dimensions. My name is Asiyah, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my attempts letter, which speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which there is no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on Earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore. Conscious within a realm that is a patient within the etheric intensive care unit. As ancient eons old prophecy has been resurrected and fulfilled, growing into being a dimension of the limitless bipedal man. Well, woman. Let's try this intro scene again. We're galactic beings. Our energetic disposition and thought patterns manifest our reality. Let's try awakened within the dream. Remembering that I am one with all things and that my energetic embodiment is infinite and sentient. Another day in paradise. As I awakened to my limitless presence, a little bit ahead of the masses. Another day in paradise. Because I am a forerunner. I began to demonize humanism as a part of my awakening process. It's an ancient cycle, an archaic cycle, that we no longer allow ourselves to do. As instead of demonizing our experiences,
Not limits. Not naive.
or our creations as humans, we face them, we meet them, we learn from them, and grow and evolve the energies of our creations.
But conscious and aware of the need and necessity to balance energies to eradicate disease. Another day in paradise.
Like food. And nature. What does your sky look like? I ask because I have the soul level remembrance that every human perceives reality
as we are, or as the energies we're embodying in every moment, and not truly as it is. So I ask, what does your sky look like?
You are clear, ocean waves, what you call sins, heavy waves of evolution. Activated human will. You are the earth, you are the universe, you are the
We, humanity, stem from the beginning of space and time, the spheres of creation in which came together to create a more powerful, abundant, prime source creator energy, or Allah, or God, or the Most High. The energy summation of the spheres of creation were an energy of imbalance and chaos. So, galactic creation ensued, as well as the universal laws in which govern the tangible realms, worlds, and planets. Like the principle of gender, everything in creation has feminine as well as masculine energies as the components of its makeup. To be in perfect balance or achieve 0 point, you must embrace, honor, and cultivate your yin and your yang, or your feminine and your masculine, or your inner man as well as inner woman. You don't have to know the way. Just know that you are your North Star.
You are a warrior, princess, dragon, galactic, queen.
Be like water. Flow.
How's being awake in your earthly dream treating you?
Taking everything in stride. How's the Earth's timeline trajectory looking?
100% chance of the highest timeline outcome manifesting for the foreseeable eons, and a 100% chance of your most abundant mirrored and balancing counterpart manifesting to traverse your human interdimensional existence with.
All in a space, time, and beyond's work. And I trust this.
Be patient, Ash.
Ash?
Do you mind me calling you Ash?
No. I don't mind. My grandmother and my sister are the only ones who have called me Ash.
You there, Ashley? Ash? Ash?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
You're remembering.
I'm what? Remembering.
Your mission on planet Earth.
To assist with uplifting and rejuvenating all of infinite creation through the way I relate with and to unconditionally love myself or all things.
Yes. Be patient and compassionate with yourself, Ashley.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Talk to you later, Em.